Okay, so just get a couple swings just to stretch out, like an 8 or 9 iron, just. Sorry, I've been teaching him longer. Just take a few swings, Jenny, and then you let me know when you feel kind of loosened up, okay?
Sure. So stiff.
Oh, so good. All good. So no rush, and then once you do feel loose, just grab the center iron, and then I start a new screen, and we get started. How's this? Still hurt?
It's better.
Better? Okay, yeah. Because I'll explain why you get sore there golfing is because of the path and where you exit, right?
Right.
Yeah. So once we do some work together, like you're going to be a lot more pain-free.
Good, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Well, I'll have to pay for the massage, I guess.
Are you pretty much ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So 1 second, so we start the camera, and then we'll get started.
Right.
The goal today is to get our club head speed up a little bit and work on obviously a couple of those fundamentals as far as path and club face, right?
Yep.
And anytime you're ready, bud. Okay, 2 or 3 swings. Okay, couple more. Already better than last time.
Seriously?
Yeah, already better.
I was lucky, I guess.
No, it's okay. Still a little outside path, but a lot better. Okay, couple more. Good. 1 or 2 more. Already better. Okay, actually let's take a look at that one. Come over. Way better, already. Okay, it's got to do a little bit more. So basically here's how your swing looks now versus how it looked when we first met last week, right? Yeah, I keep all the data, right? All the data. I keep my notes so I know what I'm working on with each client, right? So all the data. Okay. So basically now, here's your club numbers from when we first met, and here's your club numbers now, right? Okay, so right now you can see club numbers feet was outside in by 5 to 6 degrees. Down here, they as much, right? Okay, so way better numbers. Obviously, right now you're saying, oh, my club head speed's less. Doesn't matter, but look at your ball speed. Because your efficiency number's up. Right? Okay, so now you take a look at the 2 swings and you're going to see the difference. You can see how much better the posture looks. You're taller versus being slouched.
Oh.
Right? Okay, exactly. And that's because your upper torso was open. So it's all about right now for you, your vertical line. The vertical line is right off the front of the golf ball, 90 degrees. Versus before, when it was here. So your head was completely in front of the golf ball. Right? So we're always going to feel, right? And you're going to start pressing, then you feel as though you're what? Right here again. Up and square and behind the golf ball. Where your old posture, you were always open like this. So then the path of your shoulders here, and that's why this would hurt. So the club would exit left, and if you rip your arm this way, it starts to pull, right? Okay, and that's why the path was so far outside. So we try to get parallel lines. So we're going to continue working on that because we want to get this to stay inside. Right? Once that stays inside, then I can start working on speed. Okay? So now from there, your swing plane line, so you can see how much better your posture looks, your dress position versus being low. Right? Okay, so now when you take the top of the backswing, oops, there's the line. Take the top of the golf swing, there's up top. Right? And now which golf club's way more on plane? Much better, right? Okay, exactly. So now we're going to get on plane and we're going to get the club face, because right now the club face is open. Okay, so we just got to work on getting it square from inside. And then from there, we're going to start hitting a little bit of a draw.
That's exactly
right?
what I need.
Exactly. So right now the spin has always had fade spin, always going to the right. Right? So we're going to try to get draw spin today. Right? And then once we get the draw spin and this starts staying inside, right? We're laughing. One thing, just going to have But are we part of the way there? You obviously wouldn't hit balls, didn't you?
Well,
Did you or no?
Yeah, I kind of want to push myself a bit. But
Yeah?
I don't want to wait for
No, it's all good. I want you to see results. How's that? Great. So great posture. Go ahead and sit up. Put the club face down behind the ball. Perfect. Okay. So again, we're going to take this hand off temporarily. Just take it off. Okay. We're going to just continue making this a little stronger all the time. Okay. Okay. So then from there, put the right hand on. And now it's going to feel like this right hand's more underneath, not this way. Okay, so it's going to feel right there. Perfect, perfect, right? So now you see how the line and the thing, those match.
Oh.
Right? And they're both pointed out where? Right at your right shoulder.
Okay.
That's it, perfect, right? So take your grip, go and put the club face behind the ball. Good, good.
Do I have to like grip it like this?
No, that's individual thing. So right there, you want your thumb kind of in your palm there. But whether it's a little separated or not, it's a little bit individual, right? Some guys use like a thing called the trigger finger down here. Some guys have it. That's just all a little individual, right? So grip posture, put the club face down behind the ball. Perfect. Okay, so when I say tweak, you're going to continue to always tweak like this. You're going to start trusting that feel. I know it feels like you're way right. I know it feels like that, but it does not look like that. Okay? So then from there, when we take it back, we're going to, hold on. We're going to work on just turning, and you have a little habit of wanting to open the club.
That's not good.
Right, exactly, right? So then from there, right, that club face is the same angle as your arm right now. So if the arm moves like this, the club face is what? Open,
yeah.
right? So standing open, right? So step again. So we're gonna get tweak, trust it, right? Back, right? Right? That feels totally different, doesn't it? Right? So now hit that exactly. And then from there, what you're gonna do is only this far right now. It'll be nope, yeah, don't even worry about that. Just here. All you're gonna do is push, right? From inside. So push from inside. Right? So again, it's from inside. So nice up, tweak. Perfect. And then there, yeah. Don't worry about the wrist or anything. Just push from inside. Right? Yeah, so yeah, just push from inside. So grip posture. Okay. Doesn't have to be hard right now, Yang, right? Just get nice and comfortable.
All right.
Try to exaggerate it now if you can. Tweak those shoulders a little bit more. Perfect, perfect. Keep it like that. I know it feels totally weird, but that's awesome. Nice turn. Inside. Just turn. Push from inside. Inside. Perfect. Awesome, bud. Awesome.
Not bad.
See the arch? Right? Okay, come over here. Okay. What just happened? Inside path. Right? Okay, that's about coaching. So basically right now, you have easy ability because your habits aren't that badly ingrained.
Right.
Right? Okay? So now obviously you take a look at these numbers. And that was when we first met. And that's now. Right? So club path now is positive. Club path is negative. Right? Club head speed's identical. But what happened to your ball speed?
Wow.
Right? So now all of a sudden that was your carry distance and that was your old carry distance.
That's a bit.
Totally different, right? So now what's happened, right? Okay, that efficiency number is higher because you hit it more square.
Right.
Right? Okay, so basically right now take a look at these two swings and then which posture do you want, obviously. Right? But for you it feels like you're way off to the right, right?
That's so weird.
Yeah. No, yeah, exactly. That's why, okay, so my theory of coaching is you have to have data.
Right.
But you have to match that data to a visual. Right? If you don't have a visual here, there's no chance of learning it. Like you have to have it on camera or some kind of data because you would never trust that.
Right.
Right? So now take these lines away. Take all these lines away. Sorry, ready? That's square. That's square. So now see this posture? Right? Now take that vertical line. Now where's your head? The ball's in the middle of your stance, but where's your head? There we go. Golf is the only sport in the world where the ball's stationary. It's not moving. Every other sport, the ball's in motion. Right? So at impact, right, you'll never see a tour player with their head in front of the ball.
No necessary.
Exactly. Right? Okay, so basically you have to learn to swing on plane. That's on plane. Okay, so now you take a look at these two swings. Your vertical line. Okay, and people say, well, my left shoulder's higher. My shoulders are level. They should be higher. Your hand's higher on the club. Right? So many people are trying to get their shoulders level like this, and they're trying to get hitting down on the ball like this, but unfortunately your posture is way off. Right? You're supposed to be up, tilted behind the golf ball. And then it's impact. You're hitting against something. So then your swing plane line them. And then we just work on speed. Once you get this path like this, there's the swing, there's the swing, and now you sync these up, two completely different golf swings. So we can fix that with taking it inside, but the club face is what? Open, club face is square. Right? Get up top. Totally on plane. Golf club is outside the ball and open, club face is inside. So now the golf club comes from inside, there's impact, their arms rotate. Okay. Chicken wing elbow out, elbow down. Right? And that's what was feeling your shoulder. That's why the left shoulder would get sore.
Right.
Right? Okay, perfect. Right? So now that, spin, drop. Take it. Right? Because the golf ball started right, went left. Right? There's the draw spin. Draws go farther.
That's a strong draw.
Strong draw, okay, and the reason that's something we so how it gets down to percentages. So notice how this side spin is more than 10%.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's more than 10% strong draw. If it's like 5% draw or slight draw, just change the terminology. So our goal is down the road when we do fittings. I'm doing fittings, I'm watching these numbers when I'm doing fittings, right? So basically what we're trying to do is get everything to 10%. So if you draw, say for a round number, your backspin is 6,000, we want to keep the side spin underneath 600. Right? And then we're watching launch angles and distance and all that kind of stuff. Right? But right now it's obviously swing. Ready? Okay, so again. Hit a bunch. So then from there, once we get this number here again, like obviously just in a week you've already changed it like 7 degrees, right? So basically once we get that consistently inside, where should a draw start? A draw should start actually to the right, not the left. Right? Okay, so that's what we call a pull draw, hence the reason it says strong, right? So draw definitely the road, down the road starts just right. We'll get more into that. And that's when I start working on club head speed. Then our goal down the road is to get the club head speed up somewhere in the mid 80s. Yeah, so 84, 85, 83, depending, right? And then obviously club head speed is not done through muscle. It's not done by gripping harder and trying to push harder. It's done through technique, right? And then certain drills I can give you to try to develop more speed. Right, so grip posture again. So every time I say tweak your shoulders, you know exactly what I'm seeing, right?
Yep.
Yeah, perfect. Grip is awesome. Okay, so now we're gonna work on a little more. As we take the club back, you're continuously trying to keep that club face what you think is shut. And now you notice I'm pulling a little bit more, right? See how wider that is? Yeah, I want it wider because I want to start developing speed. How do we develop speed from in here? You can't. Right? There's no width. And that's why taller guys typically swing faster because they've got a bigger arc, right? Okay? So now from there, you're going to swing back, keeping that club face when you think is shut. Perfect. Right? And it feels low. And then from there, you're going to push from inside. Okay? Keep this calm.
Where is the furthest distance from me in the club head? Is it right here or here?
That's going to be a little bit individual because obviously a taller guy is going to feel it different than a shorter guy. Right? Because obviously you see golf TV, their swings aren't identically looking, right? Yeah, so I have to get to know your swing better, right? To know exactly how far back you should go, right? Good posture. But right now we're just trying to shape the swing. So again, tweak, really try to get it in there on the way down. Perfect setup. Nice turn, push from inside. Nice and loose. Awesome, awesome. Really good. Really good. Is that?
I feel, well, it seems like I hit the ball solid, but my body is kind of, well, I use my control. I still use my hands to hit the ball, not my body.
Okay, so explain how, explain, no, it's all right. Explain how you come to that determination. Like how, from YouTube?
Because, no, like I still feel a little bit imbalance after even after
Off balance, me.
Yeah, off balance.
Yeah, yeah.
After I hit the ball.
So are you off balance just because it's new? Because right now, to me, coaching, you have to have specific goals, right? And every session has to have a goal.
Gotcha.
Our goal today is what? To get the path inside and the club face square, right? And to hit a draw, right? Path is inside. Club face is only 1 degree open, nothing major, right? And obviously that spin is times, right? That's clubs, right? And there is no side spin. Seriously. You hit that golf ball dead straight, right? And you carry the golf ball 143 yards, which is 13 yards farther than you used to carry it, right? So sometimes it can be really, really honest or blunt, if you will, right? If you see that swing in video, you'll be shocked the way it looks. Because look and feel, you don't know yet.
Right.
It's brand new, right? So you felt like you were off balance, right? But now watch it. And then we gotta hit a lot more until we get the speed up. Okay, so two things happened. Club path came from inside. What happened to your club head speed without thinking about it?
Club speed.
That's my job. Because what you felt is you felt wider.
Right.
Wider's depth. Depth is more speed. If I sat there and it's going to strike you and my hand was this close to me, that's not going to hurt, is it? This would. The wider, right? The more speed. Right? So that's what you felt. So it felt off balance. Or did it just feel new? Right? So now take a look at this swing. In the speed I see it. How's that off balance? Yeah, you just never have transferred your weight before. You've never really felt, right? Because you just never swung that fast. Right? So it's already 3-4 miles an hour faster just by that. And all of a sudden now the carry distance is 140, right? Which is just fine. And we just got to keep that path inside. Right? And now what's your clarification of spin? Straight.
That's 0.
Yeah.
So I spin 0, wow.
Okay.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, your posture. Because this is where guys get off track. They try to work on things in. My job is to make sure we do it in the right process, right? So you got the grip, get your posture, and I'm always going to say tweak. They're perfect, right? And now all it is wide and square. No more of this. Right? Wide and square, and then from there, push from inside. Just let your body react to that. Perfect setup, bud. Wide and square. It's okay? It's okay? It's okay? Nope. Yeah, I know you chunked it, but you got the path inside. You just didn't transfer your weight. It's okay. The path is perfect. See the path? See the path? Okay. Yeah, so the path is perfect. I know you mishit it because you hit the golf ball, right? I get it. But see how this X to the left? Right? Down the road, once you get that path inside, where are those arms going to swing? More towards me. Right? Yeah. But I'm not worried about that yet today. I'm trying to get, for the first session, I'm trying to get the shape, right? Tweak more. Trust that, right there. Now pull the trigger. Wide, loose and speed from inside. Okay, it's okay? Okay, it's okay. Again, path is perfect. Path is coming. That was just an open club face, which we'll talk more about in a minute, right? Okay, perfect. Everyone just trust that. Just trust it, because it looks awesome, right? So nice, good turn. Square. Keep it inside. Turn. Under. Very good. Very good. It was a little mishit, but very good. you're getting the shape, right? You discover. Just 1 degree outside there, nothing crazy. Ready? So again, wider. Never looks the way it feels. Wider. Right? Okay, and then try to get inside. Never looks the way it feels. Perfect setup, bud. Perfect. Wider. Now inside, on the way down. Nicely done. Hold your balance. Perfect. Awesome. Now you almost carried that 150. Right? So 145. Right? Path is right around zero.
It feels so smooth. I feel it feels very smooth.
Oh yeah. We just have to work on it, right? So what we're trying to do is we're trying to get numbers to match. Everyone's going to have their own shape of swing. So right now you can see the club path 0.5. We're not robots, right? It's not going to be the exact same number every time, right? So club path, push, pull, there. See how close all three of those numbers are? So it takes the side spin off the ball, right? And the golf ball flew 145 at that number. So now if I can get you wider, I can start developing more speed, right? Okay, and then the club's going to exit where? More to the right. Right? Okay? Yeah. Right? Okay. Way better. Right? And just so you know, down the road, that's where you hit the ball in the club face. So I'll show you. Just look at that. That's where the ball hit the club face. You'll see it on there. So that's where the ball hit the club face. The red dot is where you hit the last ball. Right? Okay. So that you can see right now that the golf ball struck facing the middle. So all is at, yeah, right in the middle. Okay, now that toe being up like that, don't worry about that, so that's part of fittings. Right? Okay, so basically from there, you take a look at, when you're reading this, you can see how it's H impact and V impact.
Oh, horizontal.
Horizontal, vertical. Exactly, right? Okay, and that's why there's so many stickers in it. Right? So this stuff here, this number, the backspin, that's something we look at when we do fittings. Right? Because obviously every 7-iron has different lofts. Some 7-irons are stronger lofted.
Mine is
quite weak. Yeah, right? Okay, most blades are weak. And those are blades. Right? Yes. Yeah, they are. Right? But yeah, that's not the goal. The goal right now is shape the swing. Right? So getting grip, now see if we can get more speed doing it. We'll just keep tweaking that posture. Up, tall, and square. Perfect. Good. Now again, wide, nice and loose, and so you can get a little looser grip and swing a little faster. Wide, 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 inside. Nicely done. I know it exited left, right? But that's the path, right? So now we got to exit right. Okay?
It's not a good job. I can't fail.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so 1 second. But again, goals. What's the goal? The path. Where is the path? Inside. IO. Right? It's just that you pulled it. You came left on the follow through. So down the road, the goal is, if this says IO, this has to say R.
Oh.
Right? We want the golf ball to start slightly to the right because we're going to hit a drop. Right? Yeah. But your club head speed is getting faster. Yep. Basically set up. Tweak and square. Tweak and square. Perfect. Perfect. You can see that, right? Yeah. So again, up turn, wide arc, loose, loose, loose. Very good. Now we just got to exit right. No, it's just that you're feeling the exit. That path is awesome. That's why you're getting better yardage. Right? Yeah. Grip posture. Good. Okay. Now on the field wheel. So once we get this, the next stage, next goal is once that club comes inside and square, is that's your exit. Okay. See how that's actually way more right? So then once I exit here, look at all the room I have.
Right.
All this room to start what? Using the body. Exactly, right? So I'm trying to create, right? Good. Next step again. Good. Tweak the shoulders. Big time. More, more. Trust that, trust that. Trust it. I know it feels weird. Trust it. Wide arc, loose. Fire from underneath your inside. Great swing. Perfect. And there's your nice strong draw. So you just carried that 150 on the button. Awesome numbers. So where's the path? Inside. Where's the ball start? Right. There's a high draw. So the golf ball is 90 feet in the air, launch angle 21. Right? That's all my job. My job is to have it broken down and understand what we're trying to accomplish. Right? So if you come from an inside path, where's the ball going to start? To the right. Club face is dead square. Right? There's your high draw. And carry distance 150. Make sense?
Makes sense.
Right? And then out there, once I get you doing that, then I give you ideas of how we can get the club head speed up.
Okay.
Right? Okay. But obviously right now, not in the first session, I'm going to talk club speed, I'm trying to get the ball speed up. Right? So through efficiency. So come over here. And now does that match it to feel unreal? So now which posture do you want? Right? Way taller, way more square. Right? And it's not a coincidence right now that if I draw a straight line right from the club head, right through the shaft, it lines up your left shoulder. So delete. See that?
Yeah.
Broken down, right?
Yeah, I can feel it right now when I'm close to it.
Exactly, right? So that's why you're now hitting the golf ball on the downswing.
Downswing.
Right? So, exactly. So now we get into that. So now club numbers. You're hitting on a downswing board, but way too much. And that's what was hurt. Right? So that should have felt like effortless.
Right.
Easy, right? Okay, so now you take a look at your swing plane line. And obviously there's a line of shaft. And the first goal is to get parallel lines. So, take the club back. Doesn't have to be perfect. There's up top. Okay, come down. Where's the golf ball? Totally left, parallel. Right? Where's the golf ball? Definitely not parallel. Right? Where's the club face?
Wide open.
Open. Where's the club face? Dead square. Right? Okay. Outside. Good. Where's the golf swing finish? Flat inside. Right? Where's the right arm finish? Vertical. Those lines are not parallel. Right? Okay, now watch these. Top. On plane. Club face and butt. Square. Right? Club now moves from inside. Shoulders are wide. On plane. Right? Club face is wide. On plane. Right arm finishes where? On plane. Right? So now all of a sudden there's your ball flight numbers. It says hook because it's yeah. Yeah. But that's not the goal. Right now we're trying to get you to draw / hook, not right, but that's also a little bit to do with these guys. Right? So you can see right now how far your toe is up in the air. That's because the golf clubs are not fitted properly. Right? It's not swim. So what happens right now, if you hit the ground, the heel hits first. Right? Because the toe is up. Right? So the most important part of the club when you're purchasing clubs is this. It's way more important than this. It's the engine. It's everything.
And maybe the grip too.
Okay? Grip is swing profile or hand size. So basically, or arthritis or whatever, right? So the thicker the grip, the harder it is to turn over. Right? Okay? The thicker the grip, right? But basically, this is everything. Right? So when you get up top, you change direction, the shaft starts to flex. And as it flexes and comes down, this is what your shaft looks like at impact. It droops. Right? So lighter shaft droops more, heavier shaft droops less. Right? And then at impact, the club head actually kicks. So whippier or softer shaft, you miss left. Stiffer, heavier shaft, you miss right. But unfortunately, a lot of times it's actually the person. That was perfect though. Okay, so right now, it's not about spin, it's not about that, it's about trying to get IO, R, and square, right? I'm trying to shape the swing. How are we doing? Bobby, what do you play? Stealths, right? Just off the shelf? They're just off the shelf, right? So, yeah.
So this is for the ballot?
Tweak, more. Trust that. Trust it. We see it. Trust me, Bobby sees it too. Right? That's square, right? Good. Nice turn. Wide. Speed from inside. Nice and loose.
Oh, I thought you got something to play.
Great swing. I know it's a little bit of a push, but great swing.
That one with this one.
Very good. Very good.
I think it's a change. Yeah.
Okay, so I just.
What's that?
That's it.
I every single time I try to make some change. I feel like.
Where's the actual dose?
So basically this one.
So when I post the ball and when I just stand still,
Yeah.
I try to do everything I have.
Yeah, of course.
And then
So,
I actually do this. It's the second time.
yeah, but how do you learn anything? First of all, you have to understand like the theory.
Oh,
Right.
Right? Yeah. So once you understand the theory, then you have to understand, okay, what is my visual? What Jeff keeps telling me to tweak my shoulders. I feel like my shoulders are pointed over here.
Right.
But in reality, when you look at camera, you're like, no. So when you watch your video later, right, you're gonna be like, oh, my shoulders aren't even close to the front of there. Might look a little offline because the camera's crooked, right? Yeah, so it might look up. So basically, if people like sometimes send me videos on WhatsApp when they're practicing, they want me to review it, which I have no problem with. But I'm pretty picky about where the camera's at.
That's
Right? Because all of a sudden the camera's angles.
Wide.
Exactly, right? So basically, when you set up a camera, you look at the mat live, and the mat is what? Not square. The mat's square. Right? So right now, if I draw a line on this mat, where does it intersect? On the white line.
Resolution number 1.
That's how you have to. That's why I was like, why does your mat not like in there? Why do you have it like it's loose? So yeah, because I have to move it. Lefties, righty, taller people, shorter people. Right?
That's
Right?
nice.
Well, they last longer inside than us. One thing we won't cheap out on here, we won't cheap out on the good launch monitor because the GC off, right? Right, so okay, you have to spin a little bit. So the systems have to, so again, your posture, let's work on it. Come on then. How are you doing it, man?
That would be a serious conflict.
So.
Great setup. Perfect. Now just work on that wide arc feeling and try to really nice and loose from inside. Real speed this time. Nice and loose. Awesome. I know it didn't get all the way through, but awesome swing. Very good. 157. Right? So you see the power's not the issue. So it's 147 carry. So one number I'll never pay attention to down the road, so you know, is this number. I'm not going to pay attention to total distance because we play golf on the lower mainland. I played yesterday in Murphy with my son, right? And obviously when the ball hits the ground, it stops.
Right.
Right? Like, yeah, exactly, right? So we can't control roll. Roll changes on time of year, morning, afternoon, play after a day of rain, play after a week of sun, right? Golf course changes. So you have to know your carry distances. So what's your carry goal? How far do you expect to carry that golf club? What's realistic? Yeah. Yeah, so what do you think? What do you think you want to get to? With the specs in that club.
This club, I think it was 155.
That's doable.
Yeah.
Because if you ask me like for 165 or something, that's gonna be tougher with that.
And I don't want this to run at the bottom.
Yeah. No, if you swing the golf club efficiently the right way, you shouldn't get sore.
Right.
Right. The only reason this was getting sore is because it was exiting this way. Swing the golf club at 80 miles an hour, this way. So the elbow goes up this way. So imagine that going 80 miles an hour. Right? Most people get hurt, especially on the left-hand side of their body, because of the path. Right? So now the path starts coming from inside, starts right. Look at the backspin. There's the side spin. Right? So the side spin. Right? Perfect. Okay? Trust me. Loose is speed. This
Loose is speed.
Yeah, this is how tight I grip the golf club. Loose is speed. Nice bag.
I'll let you finish.
Yeah, I buy several bags.
The bag is nicer than the club store.
It is.
It
is.
Nice and wide, wide again, gang, and very nice and loose. Speed from inside, wide, really loose. Try to get a little more speed. Okay, just exit the left. It's okay. Glad we're here, man. All right, get this in. Take it back. Way better posture, but that's perfect. Perfect. You'll start feeling more comfortable. Good. Nice and wide if you can. Really good speed from inside. Nice and loose. Nicely done. Hold that balance. Hold that balance. Awesome. Okay, and then once we get the efficiency rate up like that, then we just are working on club head speed, right? But there you go. There's your IO, R, right? Perfect. Great swing.
My ex tells me, "No down here."
Great swing.
That's the worst thing.
Right, so obviously you now look at your data numbers. So this films every swing that you told, right? So if you want to know which one's in, the A is always going to be the most recent one, and D is going to be the one at the beginning of the, one of the ones at the beginning of the day, right? Okay, so basically from there, right? And this was obviously from last week. So basically when I come in here, I will save all your data from every session, right? So basically, I'll save all your data, right? So that was obviously when we kind of first met, right? Yeah. So basically, I can look up obviously with there. so basically, yeah, we'll save all the data, right? And all I'll do is you make goals, and I'm a very kind of goal-oriented person, right? To me, like, yeah, I don't want to waste your time either. No, I'm just very competitive. Right? Like, to me, like, it's not an ego, it's like, when my guys go play, I want my students to be some of the best players in the world. Do you mean? Yeah, right? You know, like, and honestly, look good. Have a nice posture, have a nice setup, right? Yeah, right? Do you really want to teach you guys this like this in the first tee? Right? Yeah, that's a way better looking posture. So now you look at that, way better looking posture. Way better. And now obviously you look at the golf swing shape now. Way better. Right? And now from there, downswing, night and day. Right? Much better. Much better. Right? Okay? And then eventually the body rotation becomes turn. And this is going to be more inside the way now. You're going to start feeling it more and more and more. Right? Yeah. Right? And then from there, we're going to develop speed. So now loose. Sound crazy? Swing looser and faster. You don't have to control. Perfect setup. Perfect. Really good. Now wide, really stretch it about it. Looser and faster. Nicely done. Nicely done. It's a little right at target, but nicely done.
Try to lose it a little.
Yeah, of course. Very good. Awesome path.
Like, how much?
Very good.
How much can I buy?
I'm not worried about the club face right now because I don't want you to. Like right now, the club face was a little open, so it didn't drop. You can see right now, face the target, it says 3.9 open. Right? But I don't want, if I talk about that too much right now, I'm worried about losing the path. So everybody has to have a goal. So once you get used to this path coming here,
Do it in the beginning of
there's
January
release.
or?
Feel that rotation? Right? Yeah. So basically, this actually comes in here, and then you push there, and then release. Loose and fast. Loose and fast. Looks totally different, eh? Good, nice and square. Perfect. Perfect. Awesome, bud. You'll get used to that feel. Good.
Each hand is a little fast.
Wide arc.
In the meantime.
Loose and fast. Have some fun with this one.
Then they're gonna start.
I told you, no, I want to see it. It's okay. Okay.
Control it.
That's what, no, and that's why we don't want to hold the club face too much. Right, but okay. You got the path. Path is awesome. Really good. Perfect, perfect, right? Okay. Have fun with this one. Try to go a little wider. A little looser.
Yeah, you have to know it's
Not
not
great.
crazy.
Just really loose and just try to spring a little faster. Loose and loose.
And you have been officially terminated. That's fine.
Nicely done. Perfect.
Please.
Perfect.
All documentation, all our files as required.
Feel that impact?
And then,
Yeah, solid, right?
Yeah.
Exactly, right? Okay, now again,
and then we will.
once we get IOR, I'm not worried about this right now. Right? Because if I do that, I think you're gonna start hitting it left, like you're gonna try to close it this way.
That's not good.
Exactly, no, right? Exactly. So eventually, so what you do is, sounds crazy, like roll up your sleeve, up here, make a fist. Make a fist. Yeah, just make a fist. Fist. Make a fist. See that? Ready?
So, like, at the end of that.
Right? And that's just, no, it's just doing more time, right? It's not trying to show up, just that it's a certain release in the golf swing. So if my ball's in the heavy rough, I can get it out. Right? It's just, it's not a workout thing, it's just doing it more. I'm way older than this, right? Yeah, so, wait, no.
20, 30 years.
No, but I've done more. I mean, I turned pro at 19, right? And I'm about to be 51. So, long time. So just hitting a lot of golf balls, right? And so basically what you're going to start feeling is you're going to start feeling not exiting this way, because that's going to pull. You're going to feel exactly, right? Okay, and then obviously the more you start feeling this, what starts to develop. Exactly, right? And that's just time, right?
So what I find is that what I found out was
But you've already changed this shape big time.
this two.
Good, perfect. Is that comfortable now?
Yep.
Yeah, perfect. Good, now have fun with this one. Looser and faster. Just let it happen. Good? Wide.
My boss never heard of it.
Nicely done. Awesome. Awesome. Right?
It's pretty good.
Okay, so I try to tell people after the first session, I was like, what the tendency is going to be, what I'm looking for. Right? I want nothing starting left. So when you're at the range, you have like maybe a lineman stick or use an extra club, right? Obviously your target line, you won't have a white line going down the range, right? But the golf ball's got to start slightly right of your target, right? So you throw a lineman stick down, you get used to the posture, whether you film yourself on your phone or whatever, right? So now what was the goal? Inside path, start right? And we'll work on this as we get better, right? So that's why that ball did not draw, because the club face did not release. Right? So the club face has to end up releasing or rotating to hit a draw, right? And right now it's not. And that's what's going to affect the speed. The speed's already better, right? But now if we take one or two more swings and we just keep those numbers the same, you're pushing it. And then from notes it comes from in here, relax. Like loose. Loose. Don't throw the club, but loose. Right? Loose.
So then.
Forget about all your Instagram videos. Or YouTube, please. Hey? Yeah, just go ahead and trust it. Club face will end up releasing. Set up, go through the process, tweak. That looks absolutely awesome, man. Perfect posture, bud. Perfect. Nice wide arc, loose and fast.
Yeah, it was funny at the time. I don't think I wanted to.
Nicely done. Little mishit, you can tell by the sound, but there's your draw spin. There you go, carry it 150.
So yeah, once you
Because I've seen golf balls hit on I can tell you exactly. I haven't looked at the screen yet. I guarantee you hit that low toe. High toe. But definitely toe. I do hit off the toe by the sound. It's just the sound, right? You know, you've been at the range, you can tell by the sound, right? I've just heard a lot of golf balls hit, right? 25 years of
So
teaching.
that's fun.
Right?
What's the
Okay, look, basically, so there you go, the numbers. So it, right, there's the golf swing. Perfect, right?
Got any spare stiff driver shafts?
Can I see
Yeah.
the yeah,
Yeah. So there's the last swing. So I said it films every swing. So it always the last one in the package, right? So that's your spin ratio. It's going to say strong draw for more than 10%, right? Like we talked about. Okay. Okay. So basically, I'm not worried about these numbers yet because that's when you get into fine lining this. it's a lot to do with golf clubs and stuff like that, right? Okay. So if I put a lighter shaft, or something lighter, if I swing the golf club around 87, 88, right? Then all of a sudden the club face, right? It's just a steel fiber manufacturer, right? It's more things to a shaft than actually the flex. So how do you get the flex to a shaft? You measure the length. So say it's 37 inches. You put it on a cyclometer, you flip it, and then obviously it gives you cycles per second for length. So regular actually overlaps stiff. Stiff overlaps extra stiff. It's just a category, right? But again, it's just all about more the weight and the profile of the shaft, right? Okay, right. But obviously these are just a steel fiber, right? But yeah, they're categories of stiff. Stiff and, yeah, I'd have to weigh them. I think they're probably around 150 grams. But obviously, way better than the Poncho. Way better, right? Okay. And now obviously, you don't need any lines. Maybe the golf swings back. Way better. Right? Now, fully turn behind it. You're on your right side. You got nothing. Right? And that's what you're feeling by going wide. Right? So now from there, golf club goes over the path. Thrown and casted outside, and now obviously coming from inside. There's a club before impact.
How much does it charge for lessons?
Cheap.
There's a club before impact. Right, obviously now outside in, inside.
It's actually pretty hard to do the ball. it's pretty hard.
So to be very, very honest, if a guy comes in here and his path is drafted outside, I won't do a thing. I just try to be honest. Sometimes people think I'm being rude. I just try to be honest. You're not going to feel that much different from the equipment, right? Because our job here, Bill and myself, is just a two-man show, right? It's the two of us. We live off reputation, right? It's a small business, right? So we just want to make sure that we get them into the right equipment, right? And the right equipment has to be done, to me, by efficiency, right? So right now, take a look at your numbers. So you want to know why the ball's going farther.
Well, it's what time
Now look at ball speed.
So January, the new stuff's coming in?
So people will fall in love with public speed, but public speed is only a certain part of it. You have to work on your efficiency, so you always match that again.
The picture is
Right? Okay, and then obviously you match that with the numbers. Negative path, positive path.
very different.
Right? Makes
Oh,
sense? Right, yeah, and then from there then we look, okay, so if someone's swinging the golf club in the mid-80s right here, for fittings, we're looking for something in the mid-5s for spin, 5,500, so that's not bad,
Yeah.
right? And then we're trying to get the size of it, as you know, we talked about 10, underneath 10%. The launch angle here is not bad, it's a little on the high side, but it's also the loft, right? So it's probably 34 degrees off. I'd have to measure, right? As far as the angle, right? So when you get into fitting heads,
We got like the sliding plates, so there's no sliding plates.
Right.
It's just sliding.
there's your loft,
Otherwise it has a
34 degrees,
with the shoes.
34 degrees,
I wonder how much it's gonna compare to
30.
television.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so when we do fitting heads, right? That's only part of it because we're waiting on the rest. Right? You know. So this is just Mizuno, well, just Mizuno, Callaway, tennis, but again, all our shipments with new product comes in like end of January, middle of January, right? So Strixon's got a new one, right? TaylorMade's got the new 35 driver, right? All the new stuff, right?
How fast is the evolution?
The stuff.
And the driver, like, to me, you'd upgrade more often. Irons,
I sold it to myself.
yeah, not as much, right? Oh, yeah, the biggest thing, the driver. Not the irons, yes, but not as much as the driver. Driver, right?
And she's like,
Just as soon as they started inventing carbon and titanium and stuff like that, right? The material's totally different, right? And then with the golf clubs, your forging of the softer metals is way softer, right?
and she's built like gold.
It's an individual part of the game, and obviously some guys love the lab putter. You'll never see a lab putter in my hand, right? Even though I teach the guy that fits them. Right? So, yeah, so it's being putters. I use a thing called Sand Pat Lab when I do putting lessons. So it's kind of the same information. It tells you exactly where you hit the ball in the club face. It tells you whether you're cutting across the ball from outside in, Same idea. Right? Same kind of data, right? And it shows you exactly how you the ball's fixed, and that's the laptop there, that's that camera on the ground, right? And attached to the TV. Right? So that's kind of
Different start. Once you're on the green, it's different.
So there's 5 aspects of the game. You got your tee shot game, which is basically right? You're gonna hit a absolute maximum 14 drivers around the golf. So there's 4 par 3s. Right? So I played yesterday, I hit 10 drivers. Yeah, because obviously certain holes, right? Certain holes I don't. My son hit 9 drivers because he gets way farther than I do. Right? Yeah, so basically, like that's his golf, right? And then obviously you've got your approach shots. So if you're a guy striving down the road, you get into like low 80s, high 70s, right? For students of mine that I get to know better, I give them goals, right? So the first goal is to get your shots to be a 7-shot differential between a good round and bad round. So I expect to shoot between 67 to 74, 90% of my rounds.
Wow.
Right? I did, but no, there's outside English, it's a heavy wind day, it's harder, right? Different golf courses, right? But different tees, back tees, all that kind of stuff, right? But overall, that's my goal. I want to maintain that even though I don't play as much as I used to. To do that, I've got to get my ball strike into the 60% percentile. So I've got to hit 60% of fairways, and then you go to green and regular greens, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I hit 60 greens for rigs, right? So that'd be around 12. Because I've got to have like 6, 7 really good opportunities to make birdie to shoot in the 60s, obviously, right?
So 2 putts.
So yesterday I hit 14 greens, 10 fairways. Right? Yeah. And then the putter was a little cold.
Okay, that's another good one.
Sure. I can. And then the first couple sessions, we do the data off of 7-iron because obviously when you do fittings are off 7-iron. Right? Yeah. Right? I'll just put 1 sticker on that so you see the path. So I need 5 stickers to show you all the data, but if you're just looking at club path, I just have to put 1 on. Watch your clubs, so there's not so much evidence.
I just used it.
Yeah. See? Totally you could get pretty good. A couple more, man. Time's almost time, dude. So ball position now changes a little bit. Right? Ball position now is a little bit forward to center, right?
Right.
Yeah. Great setup. Good. Deep. Nice speed from inside. Okay, little miss hit. Miss hit. You got the path. So what you do is you sit there and you guys decide to do some kind of program on stuff. You come in. We always look at the 7-iron first because we compare the data. Because I don't know where to start, so I know where you came. Right? But I know that was a crappy shot. I get it, right? But if I see this and that stays consistent, then I know we're creating that habit, right?
Let's take one more time.
Okay, it's okay. Right? And then once you have the swing shape, and then we do right up and down the bag. Driver, 3-wood, 5-iron, right? So 5 aspects of the game: tee shots, second shots, inside 100 yards, new game. Good. Tweak more. Perfect. See that? Yeah, that's square. Nicely done.
I think
Flip it outside. Put this here. And then the goal will be you carry this around 200.
carry 200.
Yeah.
So 4 hybrid.
Yeah, 195, 200. Trust it. I know. Okay, the reason it feels more, just one thing, because it feels like you're doing it more, right?
Right.
Because the ball position is farther up.
Oh,
So as the ball position farther up, it's just a harder visual, so it feels like your head's more behind the ball. But it's supposed to be more behind the ball because the ball's farther up. Make sense? Yeah, so the sensation's different. Square. Good. Nice. Just pulled it a little bit, but nice path. There you go. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Totally doable. Totally doable. And there's your inside path. Awesome. So that carried 194. What?
Three high.
Yeah. I just hold that off. Oh, I just hold that off. Because honestly, these numbers down the road, 3, 4,
Yeah,
7 iron, I don't look at it. I just look at the box.
Yeah, 22.
That's
Seven.
Yeah. Those numbers really don't mean anything now. Couple more, and then it's Bobby's turn. Great setup, good. Wide arc, stretch it back.
I try to
Okay.
stand a little bit
Come on.
further from the ball.
It's okay. Consistency is built through consistency.
How many more minutes?
我让你打，没关系，不打。Take your time.
Nicely done. Nicely done, bud. A little bit across, but nicely done. Does it all make sense though, bud?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right? Okay. Well, one more really good one. Get it inside, because that's not inside. It's close. Right? It's close. Perfect. A little more tweak. Good. Now stretch that back. Looser and a little more speed from inside.
Nah.
No, that's the path though. That's the path. That's the path. That was the path. Perfect. Just hit it thin. It's not a big deal. Right? Got the shape. Perfect. Perfect. Way better out there. Now wide, nice and loose. A little more speed, but relax. A little looser arm, speed. Very good. Miss hit a little bit, but very good. No, it's just miss hit. I get it. I can hear the sound. Right? Okay. But you got the path. So that's the first goal. Path, path, path. There you go. Right? Right?
Come on. Only one shot.
Well, right now you're in the goal of reshaping your off swing, right? You said you want to hit a draw, right? You're hitting a draw. Good, good. It's wide arc. Very good, very good. Very good. Just didn't release the pump face, which we'll talk more about.
Right.
Right? But right now, there's your numbers. Pump speed around 80, inside path, inside path. You just held the pump face open. But that wasn't the goal today, right?
It's like it's
No, it's just open. Yeah, exactly, yeah. But that wasn't the goal today, right? Right? You're gonna do a process of eliminations, and once you give me this, which is obviously starting to happen, you've already done that. Right? Then obviously the speeds can go a little faster, and then we work on understanding how the club face gets through it.
okay. So club pass
Inside. Perfect.
inside.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And then we just have to finish the arc, and that's understanding how to get the club face to square up, but that's process. And that's why, to me, it's like, it's the right time of year to work on it. Because you're not playing, right? Yeah, it's not summer, right?
Last shot.
Okay. Perfect, perfect. And there you go. There's your release. Turn the pump face over without thinking about it. Awesome. There you go. 150 carry. Awesome.
Good way to finish
Awesome.
today's session. Thank you
Right?
so
So,
much.
yeah. And now, so where do you hit that ball in pump face? Base right smack in the middle.
So if it's 0-0, then it's
Yeah.
right in the middle.
Yeah, so you're just looking for like little low digit, like 1, 2, 3 millimeters, right? Like that's so minute, right? You just want to keep that in single digits. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, and that can be off just with the stickers, right? Like, I mean, you have to be really, right? But overall, like 1, 2, 3 millimeters, right?
So for the
obviously-
iron, the perfect is 1.75 or 1.1.
No, so you can't go above 1.5.
Kind of.
Okay, but you can't read the efficiency rate unless you know the loft of the club, right? Because it's all that your efficiency rate is club head speed to ball ratio,
Right.
right? So obviously your club head speed is going to be whatever it is, but your ball speed is not going to be the same with a 34-degree iron versus a 30-degree iron, right? Your ball's going to come off hotter, right? Yeah. So you really, efficiency what you're striving for is something in the kind of mid to high 1.3s typically with middle irons, 6 iron, 7 iron. And then you're looking for something in the high 1.4s, 1.47, 1.4 driver. Right? Yeah.
I'll take
Okay.
it.
Make sense though?
Yeah, thank you so much.
Right? Yeah. So last swing, you want to see your comparison,
Okay.
and that's it. Right? There's your numbers. Right? So ball speed, carry distance, right? Okay, and then obviously from there, postures. Like I told you before, when people are looking at this, I go, which one do you want to look like? You want to look like this? Or you want to look like that? Exactly, right? So now you've got your nice and square. So your vertical line stands out now. So vertical line, off the ball. Vertical line, off the back of the golf ball. Totally different, right? And then obviously your swing plane line. Right? And your swing plane line. Right, so you take them back. There's up the old swing. And then there's the old downswing. Right?
It hurts.
Yeah, and now the new swing. Right? And then basically we just get back here to the club. It's not perfect yet, but there it is. Now the club is obviously on plane, right? Now the club comes from the inside of the ball. Right? Now obviously the golf club comes from the outside of the ball. And then your exits are totally different. Where the club is, so low. Right? Now it's why your shoulders get so. Right? So obviously the club exits completely different. Yeah. Great swing, man.
Thanks, Jeff.
Yeah, buddy. Great.
I'll wait for the ball.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
One more license.